Hey guys, I don't know what I'm doing here. Okay, I think I'm done. Hey, I don't know where to look at. Right here. Am I right here? It's been a long time, like 5 months again. And I'm just coming to give a live update. I just thought I'd do live stream. And I'm just coming just to chat with you guys. I'm on my iPhone. Um, I have Ecamm Live, but right now I'm just I can't. Maybe by next month I'll be ready to live stream. But I'm just coming to say hello. It's been a long time since I've been on here, like 5 months. And I know every time I come, I say I'm coming back. But I don't want to make no promises. But I do have plans for this channel. As you can see, I've renamed it again to Officially Tiana, and that's going to be the name. I was going through just trying to figure out what to name it, and Officially Tiana is just be me, so I can do all things on this channel. It's been a while. Yeah, I just want to talk with you guys. It has been forever, Carly. Yes, it has. I know. I got to learn how to do this whole YouTube thing. Everything has changed. But like I said, I do have a live stream set up. And at some point, probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks, I'll be ready to kind of go live. I'll be doing a lot of live videos. But anyway, I just want to say hello to everyone. My phone is ringing. I'm telling you, I'm new to doing this on my phone. But yeah, I just want to give you a life update. Number one, I just got married on January 29th. And I think I've kind of put a picture out there. We had a beautiful wedding. So my last name is not Copeland anymore. It's Armstrong. As you guys know, I'm in real estate, so I be so busy. So busy. I'm going to be doing a lot of videos, especially with this market. This is a market. Thank you so much. I don't know if you go back and look at some of my old videos. I don't think I took it down. The little girl that I first cut off her natural her relaxed hair. Her name is Diamond. She's 18 and she does makeup. So she did my makeup today. She's really, really good. Thank you so much. Yeah, I got married January 29th. I'm going to share a lot of that with you. In the midst of that, it's been 5 months. So I lost my father. I think the last time I was on here, I was saying he was in the hospital. He died like maybe a few weeks later, something like that. So I was in the midst of planning a wedding and I lost my father. So that was hard for me. And I'm not going to cry. But yeah, that was hard. So yeah, in the midst of all of that, 4 months to the day he passed, I got married. He died September 29th. I got married January 29th. Yeah. So yeah, it's just been life. My son, I don't know if you remember the little boy that was in the video. He's 21, y'all. I'm hoping I can get him on here. He's about 6'4". And he's still trying to find his way in life, of course. And I don't know if I told you guys. Thank you so much, Carly. Thank you. That was hard for me. Yeah. I kind of talk about that a little bit later in the video. But anyway, my son, he's really doing great. He's just trying to find his way. He's 21. He's a huge guy. Really good kid. So yeah. And like I say, real estate. I am a real estate broker here in Florida. So I'm getting ready to study to take the instructor course because I'm going to do a lot of online classes. I teach a lot of people anyway right now. So that's kind of where I'm at um, with real estate. What else is going on? Just life, you guys. Just life. I still got my little doggy Jacob. He's 9. He's spoiled. Um, when we got married, my plans was to have him at Pet Paradise, and we took him there, and he is so spoiled, you guys, until he barked for 10 hours. He scratched his paw so much till they began to bleed, so I had to get him. So he ended up at our wedding. So he is just so spoiled. What else? What else? What else? My hair. Now, I don't know if I told you guys, but last February of 2021, I decided to relax my hair, and I regret it. So now I'm back natural, except right here. I put a little texturizer right here because I like the closures, but for some reason, I don't know. I don't know. And I still feel the itch to relax my hair again. But I already know I'm not going to want to. I wear a weave. This right here is the Long Q Deep Wave. This is their more expensive brand. And I love this hair. I had in Alley Pearl. I don't know what's the hype with Alley Pearl, but to me, it's too bushy. It gets dry too fast, and it knots up. So no. But this right here is very, very, very low maintenance. And they have a cheaper brand, but I end up getting one a little more expensive. I don't know what the difference is when you ordering off AliExpress. But yeah, this is what I have. And all I have right now in here is water and a little leave-in. And that was from this morning. And that's it. So yeah. So my channel, we're going to talk about everything. I don't see the point of starting all these different channels. Maybe, Carly, you can tell me, because I am so out of the loop when it comes to YouTube. So I see where they have a lifestyle channel. I don't have time for that. I really just do not. So that is why. So my lashes, AliExpress KO5 3D lashes. I've had these for a while. Anybody that know me, I normally do just the regular, just maybe the wispies, but for my wedding, sorry, my makeup artist put on these double 3D lashes, and I like the look. So I went into my drawer and I got these, and I love them. And I'm going to order some more. I'm really learning how to wear the strips. I was putting the strips on my eyelashes, and my eyelashes was kind of getting bald. So my little sister said, you don't put the strips on your eyelash, you put it on your eyelid. So yeah. So this is the look she did this morning at 9 o'clock. This is the look. And you see I got a little oil shine right in here. But the foundation I have on is the Lancome. I can't think of the name of it, but it's the Lancome, and she did her thing. And I haven't retouched nothing up, so. And I don't want to. Oh, okay. I got you, Carly. Yeah. Thank you so much. And it does not tangle. Yeah, I love it. Like I said, I've been using Long Q for a long time, but this is the little more expensive. You know, sometimes they have the cheap, then they have one that's a little more expensive, but that's what this is. It was maybe like 3 bundles, 140 or 50. So I don't think that's bad. So I like it. I actually love it. Actually, I love it. And it was 20 inches, but I cut it because that 20 inches was, I like long, but it was too long. It was too long. So yeah. Um, but really, y'all, that's about it. And I can kind of see if I can talk about my dad. So I was planning my wedding, and I called him one day, and I told him, I said, "Well, Dad, you need to go try on your tux." And he was talking strange, and I'm like, "What's wrong?" He said, "Well, Ty, I don't feel good." So I began to ask him, I'm like, "Yes, AliExpress is long, LONGQUI. That's how you spell it. And it's D Wave, Brazilian." So when I called my dad that day, he was talking a little strange, and he said he didn't feel good. He said, "Ty, I don't feel good." So I'm like, "Well, what's wrong?" "I don't know what's wrong." So I'm like, "You got to know what's wrong." So he was talking strange. So I called my mother. My mom and my dad been divorced since I was 2, but they are the best. They were the best of friends. So when I couldn't get nothing done when it came to my dad, my mom did. So I called my mom. I said, "Mama, Dad, he just sounding off." So she called, and she called me back. She said, "Well, he says once he's eating, he gonna go to the hospital. He don't feel good. He said his chest hurting." Well, back in 2019, he was diagnosed with lung cancer. And basically the doctors told him it was terminal. So they said, "Well, if you can get chemo and it may prolong your life, but if not, basically you're gonna die." So my dad was always a very small man. And I'm like, I seen my mama go through a chemo situation. And I was like, "Well, Dad, since they say it's terminal, how about let's just see what God has to say about it." And he began to eat right. He began to do the wheatgrass and do all these things. It didn't spread or anything. But it was some point in there he began to do the wrong things. And it spread. But I didn't know. So that day, I called back around my dad. I said, I called my dad's sister. And she said, "Well, your dad got in a car accident Thursday." I'm like, "A car accident?" Say, "Yeah, he blanked out. He don't remember it." So I called him. I said, "Well, Dad, why you not tell me you got in a car accident?" He said, "Well, I didn't get in no car accident." So I knew something was off. So I said, "Where's your girlfriend?" "She in there." She gets on the phone. So she said, "Well, I've been trying to get him to go to the hospital. He won't go, blah, blah, blah." I said, "I don't care. Call the rescue and I'll be there in 5 minutes." So me and the ambulance got there at the same time. When I walked in, they was asking my dad questions. He knew I was his daughter, but he didn't know my name. So something was off. So they asked him, they say, "Mr. Copeland, do you want to go to the hospital?" I said, "He doesn't have a choice." I'm the oldest, so I did say that. So they took him, and it's so much to the story. So about the next day, they found out that he had a mass on the brain. That's a sign. That's a side effect of lung cancer. It was a big one and a small one. So they said that they were going to give him steroids to shrink it. Go turn it. I'm on YouTube. What is that? My son, y'all got to see him. Oh. Anyway, so we found that out. So the doctors came in and they was just telling us straight. They say we can send him home with steroids to take the pressure off the brain, but I'm telling you, it'll be probably a matter of weeks. But if we take it off, we may can prolong his life for a couple of years. So at that time, they gave him the steroids and it took the pressure off his brain, so he was able to remember everything. So yeah, my son. So I didn't want to make the decision. Me and my brother, we live here in Jackson, and my sister lives in California. So I was keeping her informed. And I'm the oldest, so I just kept saying, I don't want to make that decision for him. So while he's stable, I'm going to let him make that decision. So me and my siblings agreed. My dad loved his grandkids. My son is the oldest, then my sister has 3, and my baby brother has 1. So my dad says, "Well, I'm going to do what it takes for my grandkids. I'm going to try it." So he did. And it's so funny because September 9th, I ended up with COVID. And that's my son's birthday. And that's the day he had the surgery. So, of course, for like a week or so, I couldn't go out there. I wasn't really sick with COVID or anything. And, A week later, he was only supposed to be in ICU for a day. And I kept calling, and it was like days going by. So the next week, I was clear of COVID. I called my brother, and he was there. So I said, well, tell me the truth. How was Dad feeling? He said, sis, I don't know. He just doesn't look good to me. So I goes out there, and my dad was 68. My dad looked like he aged 20 years. And I'm like, okay. He was awake and he was talking, but he just wasn't. So the doctors were saying, well, that's a part of it. He got to get his strength back. He got to go to rehab and all these different things like that. So that's fine. So back in 2019, my dad had a mini stroke. So he had a stent and he had to take blood thinners, where they had to take him off his blood thinners to do the surgery. They took him off his blood thinners September 7th. So, yes, because that is young. Yes, that's what I'm telling you. So, surgery. So, about a week later, he started getting his strength back. I went out there and he lost his cell phone. So I said, well, Dad, I'll go buy you one. So I went and bought him a cell phone. I took the cell phone out there. He was up. He was eating. He said, I feel so much better. I'm able to go to the bathroom on my own, because I'm telling you, that surgery, you have to learn how to do things again. So he couldn't go to the bathroom on his own. He couldn't bathe on his own. So he was able to go and eat on his own. So we was up talking, but he still was in an emotional state. He just started crying. I'm like, what's wrong? I don't know. So they were saying they were still giving him the steroids. That's a side effect from the steroids. But anyway, that was that Monday. So he had to take his first round of radiation that Wednesday. Me and my mom was at Joann's Fabrics because I had to get some things for my dress. And the doctor called. She said, well, yeah, Miss Copeland, I'm just calling to give you an update on your dad. He had his first round of radiation, but he's doing fine. Well, he did fine. He ate on his own. He went to the bathroom on his own. But for some reason, his pulse stopped. Now, I'm not a medical doctor or nurse. And I said, wait a minute. So you telling me his heart stopped? Yes, but we brought him back. So I said, okay, I'm on my way out there. So I was driving. The doctor called me back and was like, how far are you? I'm like, well, I'm in traffic. I'll be there in about 20 minutes, 15 to 20 minutes. Okay. So called again. I'm like, well, I'm here. I'm headed up to the 5th floor. So I got to the 5th floor and I had to stop at the nurse's station because you know the whole COVID thing. So I see a security guard at this door. So I'm thinking, well, maybe it's a inmate or something. And next thing I know, the nurse beckoned me to come back. So me and my mom went back. And when I walked in the room, they were pumping on him. And I'm like, wait. I'm thinking he's going to be on a ventilator. The doctor never disclosed to me that he had passed again. And they were working on him until I got there. So the doctor was just saying to me he was sorry. He was like, I kept begging them to put him back on his blood thinners. He was off his blood thinners for 21 days. And that's too long. So I knew he developed a blood clot. I knew it wasn't a cancer. I knew that. So sure enough, he developed a blood clot. He ate his food. He got up to go to the restroom. Just so happened the nurse was in there with him. When he sat down, he just dropped. Yeah, it was. Yeah. And the sad part about it is because Florida has these crazy laws, I couldn't sue him. They said because he wasn't married and didn't have children under the age of 24, it's nothing that I could do. It was just, oh, that was the worst. I had never seen someone, it was about 15 doctors and nurses in there. They was pumping him, trying to keep him alive. Or basically, he was already dead, but I think they were trying to see if he could come around until I got there. But my dad was already gone. So at that point, I lost it. I'm not going to lie. I lost it. My sister, she had just flew in September the 3rd. She said she felt like she needed to come in. So my mom had to call her. My brother came out there. My son came. I lost it. So basically, he died of a blood clot. It wasn't even a cancer. So I called about 8 different lawyers. Nothing I could do. So all that was going on in the midst of me planning my wedding, because I called him that day about him going to try on his tux. So that was hard for me. And my husband's dad had just died January of 2021. And my dad died September 2021. So that was the gist of that. So I had all that going on. I had my real estate going on. So I had to get people to help me with that. It was just a lot. So now my life is kind of levering out. Like I said, it's me and my husband. And I wish I can bring him on here, but he's not gonna. He don't do social media at all. So hey, that's just what it is. And my son, just trying to get my son settled. He from one extreme to the other, you guys. So yeah. So I just wanted to just give you guys a life update as to what I've been up to. This channel, I'm gonna be talking about everything. I'm gonna actually, I cannot wait till I get my setup. I got my setup, but I'm getting ready to change locations. Yes, Carly, the things have smoothed out a lot. My husband is a police officer, so that's why he do not do social media. So I got to respect him on that. Everybody keeps saying, why you don't post pictures of him? That's why he don't do it. So yeah, I got my setup, but I'm getting ready to change locations. So once I do that, I'm going to come back. I'm going to do a lot of different things. Real estate, everything on here. Because I have people ask me about real estate all the time. Especially new agents. Especially new agents. So I've helped so many new agents. So that's why I'm going to take the instructor course. So I can become an instructor and really help people in this business. It's kind of hard. Well, it's hard for buyers right now. Sellers, if you got a house, baby, you could sell that house for whatever you want to sell it for. But buying is hard because you have so many people got cash money. And they just, anybody that's getting financed, they're almost being knocked out of the pocket right now. But yeah, that's about it. I still been serving at my church. That's one of the reasons why I got my makeup done. I have to do the announcements for this month. And we're getting ready to have a 15-day conference. So that's why. And I got one more day. So I'm going to see if I can get Diamond to do my face again. If she can come in the morning, I may let her do it live. She probably would like that. She probably would like that. But other than that, I'm going to turn the camera around where you can see my little baby. Y'all see Jacob. Hey, buddy. See him? He's so spoiled. Y'all see, he rotten. But yeah, so I just want to give you guys a update. I'm learning this whole YouTube thing again. I think I like the live stream better. And I think it's because you don't have to do as much editing as you do when you actually doing a video. So I like live stream. Tell me what you guys think. Do you like live stream better than just going through iMovie and all that? I'm going to ask you about that. The church gloves are all right with me. I was going to ask you about that. The church. Oh. Let me see. I'm trying to see. Okay, about that. Girl, my furry baby he is so spoiled. He 9. Jacob is 9 years old. He'll be 10 December 18th. And he is rotten. I have to feed him. I do kibbles and bits. But I have to put cottage cheese. Now, let me tell you the secret with the cottage cheese with dogs. An old man told me this when he was about 4. Because I used to go get him the heartworm medicine just so he won't get it. He said, if you put a spoon of cottage cheese in his food, you never have to worry about it. And when I tell you from that day to this one, he has never had heartworms. Now, the downside to that is they're addicted to it. He would not eat his food without cottage cheese. But it worked. He hasn't had any heartworms. So, yeah. But he's so spoiled, y'all. He's spoiled. Yeah, so I don't know. I think this video will stay up. So you guys tell me what kind of content you looking for. I mean, YouTube is saturated. I think I'm gonna even do TikTok. I'm still learning that somewhat. I don't know, the whole TikTok thing. Facebook Live and all that stuff. And I want to say with Ecamm Live and Restream, you are able to live stream on all the platforms at one time. Yeah, you have to have Restream. Unless Ecamm Live has updated. I'm not for sure. So, yeah. So, you guys tell me what you think. And I'm going to just sign out of here. I've been on here long enough. Just want to give you guys an update. And yeah, let me know, Carly. I don't know, do they still got inbox on here? Is it still inbox on here? Because I promise you, I don't know. Private chat or something. But if it is, feel free to inbox me at any time. And I give you my personal information. We can chat, talk. So give me a few weeks while I have my whole live stream set up. And yeah, I will chat with you guys on a later date. All right. Bye.